Quoted's Arrow is a quote discovery platform that I've been working on. It has a lot of interesting features that I think separate it from other literary applications. What I'd like to do is give you all a quick walkthrough of some of the features. So this is the main page that you would land on when you log in. Everyone develops a quote profile over time based on the quotes that you favorite. And then every day you get surfaced one quote from the quote database that most aligns with your quote profile. I'm going to hop over to the library here. We have a little over 43,000 quotes so far. All quotes are tagged according to this set of themes. You could filter to different themes depending on what mood you're in. You can also search for quotes, so I'm going to pull up one that I'm familiar with. Victor Hugo quote, "The future has several names. For the weak, it is the impossible. For the faint-hearted, it is the unknown. For the thoughtful and valiant, it is ideal." So this is a quote card. You can see the different themes that have been tagged to this quote. You could share it if you would like. If you like it, you can click save and it'll get added to your favorites. If you click on the quote card, it'll flip over. You can see it about the author, and then it'll also surface 3 other quotes from that author. Every author also has their own page, and so just like you develop your own quote profile, each author also gets a profile, and you can see how their quotes average out according to the different themes. I'm going to unexpand that. And then what's also neat from a discovery perspective, if you see that you really like a lot of Victor Hugo quotes, you can come into his profile and then see which other authors have similar profiles to him as a way to potentially discover other authors that might have quotes that you enjoy. I'm going to skip over the community tab. There isn't really a community yet, but the plan is for this to be a platform where users can create their own quotes, and then everyone could upvote, downvote based on how witty they like users' submissions. Favorites, this is where you see the quotes that you've favorited, and then discover. This is, I think, the most unique part of the platform. So again, there's quite a bit that goes into developing the taste profile that I think makes it unique. And then based on that in the discover, it services lots and lots of different quotes that are close to your quote centroid. All these quotes are embedded. And on each quote card, it will also tell you the quote that you've already favorited that's closest to the one it's showing. So some people will never learn anything for this reason, because they understand everything too soon. And I got surfaced that quote because I saved a quote that said, "I know I am not intelligent because I know that I know nothing." So hopefully, this recommendation engine works pretty well and everyone likes the quotes that they get shown. Lastly, in the profile, you can pin quotes, and what this does is it adds extra weight to your quote centroid, your quote profile, so that you have a little bit more control over what quotes the system surfaces for you. If I scroll down here, this starts off, but you can turn this on, and then what it will do is it will push an email to you with your daily quote, either daily or weekly, and then you can also select which time that you would receive that email. Earlier I was talking about the community tab. This is where you would submit a quote. You can either claim to be an author of the quote, and then it would go to the community tab if it's approved, or if you have a quote that you can't find in the library, you would provide who the author is. It would also get routed to our verification pipeline, and if it gets approved, then it would just show up in the library. That's about it. I have this feedback tab here. Would really appreciate, all feedback, any and all feedback. So thank you for listening.